Hi, hi, hi. Welcome back, everybody. We're back with 90 Days Fiancé. If you're here to join us, if you're not here yet, I'll give you a few minutes to come in. Obviously, Ablavi has joined me today so we can discuss the last 2 weeks' episodes. I mean, yeah. Hi, Ablavi.
Hi. You know
What
what's
have you-
weird? Before we get started,
what-
next week episode seems like it's going to be one episode and then the finale. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I think it's done now. And by the way, you see how all of a sudden they slid Ella away from us after Ella said she done fucked around. Like, what is going on?
I
They
think
gave us a good
Ella,
storyline, and then all of a sudden she's gone because we haven't seen her in the past two episodes.
no, I think Ella was supposed to be gone in the mid-season finale. But then when they had to kick off Alina and Caleb, because I think that's why Mahogany and um Ben, is that his name?
Yes.
Mahogany and Ben were playing because I think what they was trying to do is cut off Ella and Johnny and then put
Right.
on Mahogany and Ben and then have Alina and Caleb.
Right. But yeah, you're right because we lost Alina and Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
We've lost Now we've lost Ella and Johnny. And I mean, Mahogany and Ben, they have just about enough stretched out and edited in a way that they can use them till the last episode, basically, because he's on his last day in this week's episode.
Right. He's on
So
his
kind of
last.
like, yeah,
Everybody is though. This is like the last day because Lisa, baby, not Lisa. Kimberly is going to the airport.
yeah,
Um, Gino is about to leave.
yes, they're all kind of coming to the end. Mike's getting kicked out. I mean, everybody's going, really, if you think about it. I mean, in last week's episode, though, Mike, remember, stood, what's his name? Ben and Mahogany. Ben stood up the parents, remember? And then
Yes.
tried to kind of show up the next day and ask to see the dad. Now she speaks to her, even the conversation. Okay, if we have to believe now that that's her father, I still don't believe that that's her apartment. Okay, let me just say that. And then I still don't. Oh, I don't know why I've got that up. Sorry. I still don't believe that was her apartment. That was a whole fake storyline. I, I don't. I still find it hard to believe whether that's her father. I'm trying to look at the jawline and the nose and the bone structure, and but again, you would only have to say to me, "This is my mom," for me to kind of psychologically believe that's your parent, right? And look for similarities. So I don't know what to believe, but the way her dad even speaks to her, she carries on like she's regal. Okay, I'm gonna say like she carries on, doesn't she? Like she's from some high society person, but you're on the internet. I don't get it, Mahogany. Then you're walking around with even her outfits are very calculated. Have you noticed, Ablavi? The way
Listen,
she dresses, you said it last time. It's a cheap version, but she makes it look like she's wearing custom cut coats and shit. Like, come on now. You're not, it's, and always things have to, by accident, always fall off her one shoulder to make it look as like, come on now. I'm seeing all of this. Please tell me if I'm crazy. But
no, I think so. We're starting with Mahogany and Ben.
yes, we are.
Mahogany
Yes.
and Ben. First of all, I don't believe her name is Mahogany. I think that's a stripper name they came for her
Right.
because even she sometimes don't seem like she wants to answer
Mahogany.
to it. Yeah,
Mahogany. That's how they like to say it. Mahogany.
I just have a hard time believing this couple. Right? I think it's very bizarre. They're in Peru and they haven't gone to Lima because that's where he flew. Is that where he flew in from?
The airport is in Lima. But then
But
remember,
Lima's their big city.
Lima
It's
is the big city.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
in like capital city. Like typically when you
Yes.
travel, you go someplace,
Yes.
like it's weird that they went to an even smaller village
Yeah,
and not
remember, then he went to Bartasola or something like that, which is
Mhm.
where she's from. But then they went to Chichi something, Chi
Okay, first of
something.
all, you wouldn't see me have gone there. It gave me very Motel 6. If there's one thing I do not like going to, is cheap hotels. I had to do that when I went to Miami because I I was supposed to be staying someplace else.
Yeah.
I do not like going someplace that like it was like one of those dive hotels. And there's nothing wrong with a dive hotel, but it just was like Why are we like, come on? Like Jasmine and Gino are staying in nothing but the best. Peru is not that expensive. Let's get this budget up.
Yeah. I think, remember, Mike's had to make his way to her city, which was hours from Lima, wait for her there, pay for accommodation, whatever else he was doing. But the parents, I don't know, the fact that you're there and you're encouraging your 22-year-old daughter. Furthermore, if the man told me, oh, I thought your daughter was 24, I'm looking at my daughter and telling her, did you lie? That's the first thing I'm going to ask her. But these parents looked at their daughter like she's some holier than thou angel, right? Yeah, who's never been touched by a man. I mean, we know Mahogany gets about, because that's why you're on the internet talking about you want a man that's, you know, that believes in God and all of this. Like, come on now, Mahogany. And then this girl has the nerve, right? Yeah. Not to tell the man to his face that she doesn't want to be with him no more. She turns up with a letter from her daddy, a letter that says a whole lot more than what was translated to this man. Okay, she sat there and told this man, oh, my daddy said he's not coming. I mean, the letter didn't say he's not coming only. The dad had a whole paragraph for this man. Read out the letter. If you was going to say he's not coming, what's the point of the letter? You could have just told me from your mouth, right? Yeah.
Look, you didn't think it was odd that they went to this place that was 3 hours away and met their daughter at the, like, it just is so fake to me.
It was weird. You guys are here to check if we've got separate rooms. Like, hello, you guys encourage your daughter to meet up with this man, and now you're sitting in the same place talking about we need to meet for breakfast. If I was Ben, I wouldn't want to meet your parents every minute. Like, no. What are we doing here? We haven't even laid down yet. Can we just slow things down?
She might be Catholic, because I've known.
She is Catholic. I think she is.
I've known, like, I had a friend who was Italian and was like very, very strict Catholic. And I remember when she was dating her boyfriend, she couldn't date him without her husband, without her brother being there. Like, they could never be alone.
Yeah, well, what, they would escort her around?
Yeah, they would escort her around.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. But no, it was just weird. This woman carries herself like a big old woman, 22 or not. Your spirit is more like 38, okay? It's just ridiculous. That's why I think her and Ben connected. But at the same time, she's acting very two-faced, because we all know in the text, she was telling this man whatever he wants to hear, right? But then as soon as he turns up, you know, you're turning and...
But I don't believe she was talking to him. Every time he discusses their conversation, she acts like she doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, and then she walks away. Like, she's very good at avoiding conversations. And then she just disappeared. Now, she didn't pick him up. The next day, he's expecting him and her to drive back to her town.
So he was dumb for that.
From that little cheap city where they were in the hotel. Now, she leaves him behind. He goes to the reception and finds out that this girl left in the middle of the night in her own car and drove 4 hours back to her village and then left him there like an idiot.
No, let's talk about it. He goes to her room and there's
He goes there and says, right, yeah? The boy opens the door and he's like,
I thought she was getting down by a local. I said, oh!
No, it's the way they do the editing, right?
Yeah. I thought they were about to say, she's about to say, this is my man. Who are you?
But there was a strange guy in the room, so they've already replenished the room and put another person in there, right? Another paying customer. Now, hi, sweet Heavenly Dove. Hey, Bobo. Hey, Kevin. Thanks for joining. So yeah, and then he then thinks, who does that? You know, I love when he said that, because who does what you did? You flew across the world, right? Yeah, for this girl that is as old as your daughter. Like, you know what? That's one thing I don't like, when grown-ass men have children and they're going for people that are close enough to their kids' age.
Like 20.
Right. I don't like that. I remember, right? I'm going to tell you a quick personal story. Should I? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Right, and this is my own family, right? Yeah. A family member.
Are you going to tell us or not?
Yeah, let me just say, a family member very close to me, right? Yeah, we found out or heard, we heard, oh, this person's getting married and the girl is like young. I remember like young, not even young like teenager or whatever, but young enough where we're like, hold on, but they're near enough like your kid's age, like, hold on, what is going? We felt a ways about that. A lot of people in the family felt a ways about that. Now, a lot of men tend to do this, but it's not right. It's not right. For me, I'm looking at you funny, side-eyed now. Like, are you I don't want to say it, but yeah, the P word. Because at the end of the day, why are you interested in somebody that is developed the same way as your own child? Let's be real. I don't care whether, you know what I mean? Whether she's slightly more voluptuous or whatever, because you know what? What's her face? Mahogany is not as thin as she wants to dress like. Okay, she's not that size 0 model. That's
what I don't understand about her.
Go on.
I don't understand why she doesn't get plastic surgery and look like how she wants to look.
Right? With all the
I don't understand.
Everything. But your face is wide, History. Your face is wide, and then you've got the acne all over your like, I've noticed her face is really bad actually when it comes to skin. She doesn't have very good skin, and the way she sits there, have you noticed how even the way she moves her eyes and blinks, it's very theatrical? Like, please tell me, guys, if I'm mad, but I really have analyzed her. She's very theatrical when she speaks, when she looks at him, the way she's very good at.
Believe this? Like, I can't believe it.
No, but okay, it can be fake. But what I'm saying to you is she's very good at what she's doing, because I can tell that you're putting it on, if you know what I mean. She's not very good at what she's doing, because you can tell that she's acting kind of like.
Well, but I think but this is the thing. I think she really thinks that she's about to win her Oscar, like the girl did last night for best. Like, she is really out here like, oh, did I say that? I don't remember. It's like that whole thing.
All of that is fake. The man, Ben is sitting in his little hotel room rereading the text that they send to each other every night. The man is.
When she had me, when she was like, well, you catfish me. You don't look the way you. I was like,
you know what, bitch? As they say, no, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. Can you see the space of how wide your jaw is compared to the pictures? Can we just stop it?
And they Photoshop her picture a lot more than everybody else's picture on the show.
Yes.
Like on their preview pictures, because she looks thinner in those pictures than she does on the show. Homegirl is, listen, she's not fat by any means, but they have her
thick enough. She's thick enough.
She's got to be like an 8, maybe 10, because she don't wear nothing tight.
In size, you mean?
Yeah.
I would say a 14, easy, an English.
Well,
14.
That's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's a 14. There's a 10 here, but I'm saying, like, she's not fat, but you can tell, and she's boxy.
Very boxy.
She has a very, like, that's why she doesn't try and wear anything tight.
She doesn't. Everything's flowing in the wind. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Her coats, her cardigans, everything.
And then listen, the hair, everything.
I was just about to say that. Did I not say a couple of weeks ago, why does her hair look a mess, but her friends look great? I don't get it. Her friends look
because she doesn't have the money. She doesn't have the money to be a lady of the night.
I don't think that's all natural, though. I really don't.
No, I think some of it is a weave. But she has thick hair, and when you have thick hair, it's harder to get a weave.
I think, but the way every time she sits, she has a thing where she throws the hair over her shoulders. Now, when you do that, you can tell and see how your hair flows into your ends. Okay. Yeah. When you look at her hair, a lot of it is different lengths. You've got shorter parts, and then it looks like they've all been cut by a scissors, like dead flat, straight. And then the others are hanging along dead. You know what I mean? Like, I've really analyzed this girl. Everything is wrong.
Scissors straight.
Yeah. It looks like, like when your child's playing with a Barbie doll and they cut it straight down. It's a straight cut. It's a straight cut. That's what makes me think her hair is fake.
It's
Some of
fake
it is
because you can
fake.
tell the
Yeah.
front is very short, and it's very much like I think she has a short fringe, and then she didn't like it, or like a bob, and then she put pieces in the back, but the pieces in the back are too thick for her hair.
There we go. That's why it looks so fake. Yes.
Like I don't even think I think it's just a piece, and she takes it off. I don't think it's like,
I don't know what
extension.
He definitely,
because she always does that part. Her
100%.
hair is never part different.
No, it's not. And you never see her run her hands through her hair either.
You never see her walk. You never see how the hair moves.
Yeah, you're right, But that's why I mean, like, every time she places it on her two shoulders, it's all different lengths.
Like, you tell mine's is fake because it doesn't bounce. Real hair bounces like this.
No, but even yours looks better than hers. This is ridiculous. At least yours is all wavy the same way and the same length. Like,
well, I think because she needs to do it individually. She can't do it like, you can't do a piece. You have to do it individual. 2, she needs to do that color again. Her color is the color you get when you dye your hair blonde, and it won't set blonde.
Yeah, and you need the toner and all of that. Yeah.
Like, that's not the color she was going for, and she needs to do her roots as well.
But yeah, I mean, him and her. Now, if we jump forward to what they did the next day, because she left him in the village, he then goes to reception and has to pay as much as what Gino paid for the ring to get back to.
But that's not really that much money when you think about it. When you think about how much
$250 in a taxi, to me, is overpriced.
For 4 hours, Nabs, 4 hours.
Oh, actually,
that's not bad.
No, that's not bad. Actually, that's not bad.
Remember, he's 4 hours. That person has to go 4 hours.
If you would
take 4 hours back.
If you would take a taxi from here to London, I've had a quote, and this was somebody who was a family friend who was going to drive my mum back from the airport. It was $180. I remember, but that's somebody who knows somebody. I can only imagine if we asked, it could have been close to $250, easy, or to something.
But that's cheap.
In London, I'm talking an hour and a half away. So you're right. For 4 hours is not bad.
It was a 4 hour, and then remember, this person has to come back.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, the person has to. That's an
8-hour trip for them.
Yeah. Oh no, I wouldn't do that.
But see, this is where he messed up.
I would tell him, "Excuse me, sir, can you get out of my Uber, please? I'm not going that far. Thank you."
Well, what I would have done, I would have never had her drive me, because if y'all not getting along, why are you having her drive you?
And why would you expect her to drive you after she come and saw you in the restaurant, coldly delivered a letter from her daddy, then translated to you and told you he's not coming? Right, yeah. Then left and told you, I don't want to be here. Then you expected her the next morning to have breakfast with you and kumbaya, let's put on the radio 4 hours down. No, she was right in saying she didn't want to be any more uncomfortable than she was. I get it. But at the same time, she's led this man on. And then on top of that, can we just address the $2,000 that she, by the way, I've got my fingers up, that she, borrowed off him as a loan that he said. We haven't addressed the fact that he's been giving this girl money, but she's carrying on like, oh, hello, Hector. Welcome. And
listen, Hector's so petty. I don't care he lost $2,000. Like, so what? You got it. The issue is, you know that this girl don't like you. So move on. Go to Peru. Listen, I would have been in Lima finding another girl. I'm not putting up with her shit.
Yeah, no, I would have left too. But then, you know what? She is very good at making Ben chase her. That's another thing. She likes the She likes the chase. She was scamming Ben. We know that, Kevin. Thank you. But what I'm saying is she likes the chase. Every time she leaves, he then contacts her. Before you know it, they edit it out and say, oh, she's back and they are meeting up. Every time. Now they've met up again. Let's not stay too long on this couple. They've met up again. And what's it called? They then walk on that pier that they did the first day they met. Then she's there talking about me. I confuse her. I confuse her. I was like, what? What? Now all of a sudden you can't speak English? All of a sudden, and then the man is sucking her face off. He could not have digged her hands any harder into her back than he did that night. Like, did you not see the way he grabbed this girl? He was all over her.
You know what
It
I
was
thought of?
very uncomfortable.
You know
I
what
didn't
I
like
thought
that.
of? And I don't know why he thought that was so good. I thought of a dog just slobbering in your face,
I was
licking.
just about to make the noise and say that, like just all over my neck. You are all up in my nose. You know, you can imagine the bodily fluid.
Why?
No,
Why
thank
do
you.
men think that's? I think he's just so sex deprived because
No,
he
he
sits.
wants her. He wants her. He's been beating that. He wants her. Come on, he's been beating it to the pictures, to the profile pictures. You know, I can't with you like that.
He's really
And then
sprung
he said,
off.
"I love you, lol." He really sprung off a kiss.
Nah, it's. I think though too. Like I
Have
know
you
I have a.
noticed he doesn't say "I love you" back?
Of
He
course not,
didn't. She didn't say it back. He said "I love you." He
because
didn't.
she's a garden tool. She for the streets.
But yeah. Anyway, she then again
You know what
leaves
it is with
him.
him? She told him that she's a virgin and that he's the first one to be knocking her boots. And
Oh,
that's
that's a
very,
lie.
but that's what she told him. And that's very interesting to a man who is sexually deprived. Because I've always wondered
And
why
he's a man of God. Well, you know, of God, as he likes to say.
it
So.
ain't nothing about God with him. He's just a man who can't put it down. Listen, if a man asks you your body count, it's because he don't have good dick. That's all it is. Because he doesn't want to compete. Because if you say, "Yo, I have 400 bodies," then he knows he got to bring it. Whereas if you say, "Oh, I've never had sex before," he could sit here and give you some of the worst sex of your life, and he think. But if it's bad, it's bad. Which you
Yeah.
don't understand.
But yeah. Anyway, let's fast forward with these lot and talk about how she then again walked away and left him there like a fool. And now it's his last day, and obviously he's going to leave. So we'll see what happens with them. Let's talk about Memphis and Hamza.
I don't have much to say about this couple. I know you do, but this is another couple I can get.
Last week, remember, she stayed in a hotel on her own, returned to tell him that she doesn't want to get married because she didn't do the prenup. And then they're all celebrating, so she doesn't, and goes straight into celebrating, doesn't she? And then, you know what I want to talk about actually? The auntie or the mother. I don't know who she is, but TLC is wrong for this. I don't know if you caught that, Ablavi, but the woman looked like the way she was moving her tongue so loosely in her mouth when she was on the video call. I was like, is your auntie on drugs? Like, this woman is coming across like she's
No,
fuming.
that's her mom. So she probably has the residual effects of being an addict.
Oh, she was an addict, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I didn't like that. Don't put your mom on video call when her...
What is it to not like? If that's how your tongue is loose,
Oh,
it's loose.
no, we're not doing that. If I know your tongue just voluntarily appears out of your mouth and starts waving about, I'm not putting you on video call. I'll put you on no face like I am now and talk to you still, but I'm not putting you on video call. That looked really, really bad to me. But anyway, Memphis looks a mess anyway. Her and her roots, I can't take the edges. The edges look so dusty, like somebody just said, "Come on."
But you don't like edge control. You like that look of you just having your natural hair.
You're taking the piss. You're taking the piss. Just because I have curly hair and I like it natural, it doesn't mean that I don't
keep
need...
telling you.
It does not mean... No. Let me finish. It doesn't mean I don't need people like Memphis who wear wigs not to do their hairline. Okay. If I was slicking my hair back like some white woman, okay, with some straight hair, then I would be doing my edges too. But because I rock my curly hair, my curly hair tends to cover my forehead. So I don't need to do no edges for nobody. What for? My edges are naturally laid. Thank you very much. At least I've got some edges, okay? Because people ain't got no edges and they're still there walking around with fake edges. So
but what I'm saying is when your hair is a coarser curly, listen, sometimes you in a place in the world where you
You're
can't
talking
find
about
your ethnic
natural
brown.
hair. I'm talking about this girl's wig.
Her wig is just dry. It is what it is. It's all that hot.
I don't know. It's overused. You mean, when you don't wash it and then you keep gelling the edges over and over again, it does get flaky and dusty.
Well, she just needs to put it in a wash cycle one time.
Yeah, she does. 100%.
But she's not doing her hair.
Well, I mean, can we talk about how they are straightening synthetic hair over here? Like that?
Yeah, you can do that.
I said, hold on, don't hold it too long, because before you know it, you just, is that my hair? Oh my God! You know what I mean?
I'll be back.
But yeah, so Memphis and Hamza, she tells this guy that obviously, where I was is she carried on with the wedding. They prepared everything for the wedding. They took her around the town, took her to a hammam where they did the washing and sang to her and all of that. They returned back home. I think they carried on with because it's a couple of days celebration, and they did her henna for her, basically her makeup, got her ready for her wedding. Hamza got ready. I mean, she looked good. I must say, it was nice. Hamza looked very, very handsome. What did you guys think of Hamza's outfit? Like, Hamza looked really, really good to me. I feel like he looks too good for her, but yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so Hamza was really excited to get married. His dad actually turned up, and he was talking about how this is the first time he saw his mom and dad actually be in the same room. So he was really happy about that. And then we had the sister. I mean, I love the sister and the way she is. They all were there celebrating with them, wearing all wedding clothes and all that cultural stuff. It was lovely. Then they go off to the wedding venue. And then she embarrassed him again, talking about you're going to be able to keep up. Who was able to keep up, Hector? Are you talking about what's his face, Hamza? But yeah, so they left, went to the wedding venue. I mean, everybody kind of followed them up to the wedding venue, which was gorgeous. And then, okay, what I didn't really like and why I didn't really understand is the fact that this woman went to Tunisia to marry a Muslim man, but she doesn't know anything about the religion or how to conduct herself and what the procedure is of an Islamic wedding officiate. How do you officiate a wedding ceremony? She hasn't even asked the right questions. How are you going to get married and not know what's actually going on? Did you see how she just stood there and didn't really know what was going on when the man was reading the Al-Fatiha verse and all of that and doing the blessing for the wedding? She was just standing there. Did you not think that was very offensive? Like, she's marrying this man. He, on the other hand, can't really be. To me, it looks more, you know what? Okay, I like Hamza, but it does sometimes look like he's very innocent, but on the other hand, he knows what he's doing. This is a mission to get to America at the end of the day, whether he loves her or not. Do you agree, Ablavi?
Yeah.
And I think that's visible sometimes because he just comes across like it is what it is and whatever.
But here's the thing. I think a little bit of lies were told. What are we up to? The wedding? Where she didn't know what to do?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. If it was me, the first time I went to a Catholic wedding, I was shocked because they kneel and they have mass during the wedding. And I'm sitting here with a tight dress that's short. So I'm like, my God, because
if you were getting married to a Catholic guy, you would know.
Nobody in my family is Catholic.
No, but you would ask, like, baby, what are we doing? What's expected of me when we go there? How do I behave? Do I greet people? He doesn't speak English. Remember, a lot of Muslim men and women will not shake hands. You know that, right? They will just say hi from like a closer distance. They don't always shake hands and touch because it's all about the staying clean for prayer. Remember?
Yeah.
So, because I know my mom's very specific about that. They don't shake hands voluntarily. So in that sense, she should have known how to say hello, how to speak to the dad and address them. You know what I mean? All these things. The sister could have took her aside and said, listen, when we go
I
inside,
mean, I would have looked at like on Google, like what
yeah,
happens at a
even
Muslim
that,
wedding.
but looking up, can we talk about the fact that she's pregnant? She said, Googling this girl, we need to, Maury, I need a pregnancy test. I need a DNA
I
test.
don't. I don't think she's that dumb.
Like, I don't, it's dodgy to me. You've only been there 2 weeks. How quick do you feel sick? Let me tell you, when I felt pregnant, and I didn't even know I was pregnant, obviously. And then so many weeks in, I started feeling ill. I started thinking, what the hell's going on? By the time I did the test and realized that, oh, I might be pregnant, let me go and get a test, it was so many weeks later. 2 weeks is very soon for you to do a pregnancy test that tells you positively that you're pregnant.
Well, listen. It don't matter if his name's on the birth certificate. Is an easier way to get to America because his child is an American citizen. So I don't think he really.
Do you reckon they speed up the process then for situations like this?
Not well. It depends, right? Because
probably there's a box you can tick and say, they always ask, are there any special circumstances? I'm sure there's a box like that.
Yeah,
that applies, right?
she's about to have a child and I want to be there for my child. Yeah. Also, it gives him a reason to come to America because say it doesn't work out, right? She may still
always believe in the father and child relationship. Yeah, 100%. Exactly. What's it called? A lot of men come out of jail and avoid deportation that way with that rule, even in the UK, because a lot of the time they want to send people back, but they play on, you've had kids here, the kids are settled here, they need the dad for blah, blah, blah.
What's interesting? Because if he's Algerian, right?
Yeah. No, Tunisian.
Really, he's not Algerian, Tunisian.
Yeah,
if he's Tunisian, it should be easy for him to get to France.
Not necessarily. It depends. Remember, he's not from a well-off family either. You can't it depends what you're doing. Like, I have family in Djibouti, which is a French republic. And yes, a lot of them do go to France to study. I have a nephew who ended up going to Paris to study. But his sister, my cousin, my older cousin, works for the National Bank in Djibouti. So again, it's about the contacts you have, because she is allowed to have visas for anywhere in the world. She used to come and visit us in the Netherlands. She used to come and visit her own family in Belgium. She would travel and just go back to Djibouti when she's done traveling. So it's not like people can't leave their own country and come and visit.
Tunisia is so
close. They visit, the same way we visit Africa or go to they visit these countries, and they are wealthy enough to go back home in Africa and have a nice house and decent job.
What I mean by that is, say she gets with him and he can't come to America. France is an easy middle ground place for them both to live.
Yeah, it would be, yeah. But I doubt that she would want to do that. And then can we talk about how irresponsible this is, though, of her? Her daughter doesn't know him. But now she's coming home, having to tell her 2 children that she's pregnant, as well as bringing a strange man home, that she's pregnant.
Well, she was telling her that she's going to bring a child home. And it doesn't matter how much which that daughter thinks of her. She told her that. She said, I'm going there to bring back your stepdaddy. Your new stepdaddy. Right. She told her daughter that and she's like, well, I'm sure I'm going to like. She made her daughter feel embarrassed if she didn't like him because mommy's bringing home a new man. And that's just too bad for you.
I would never, over my dead body, would I do that to my child. I know women do that. Bloody hell, nah, man.
She told her daughter, I'm bringing home a man and you better like him. If not, that sucks for you. That's what she told her daughter.
It would suck for me because I know my daughter would have a lot to say.
But she doesn't. She wants a man. I personally think the ex-husband would not allow his child to be raised by another man. I just don't get that vibe from the ex-husband.
Well, I mean, we already know that the daughter that she has shown on TV, I don't think her dad actually has anything to do with her.
Right.
But the other one, and that's why she's on TV with her, because otherwise, you've noticed if they have a dad that's actually an upstanding, decent person, which usually these women have ex-partners that are people that just go to work like you and I, right? And just have normal lives. So a lot of the time, the woman has to sign off the paper from the other parent. That's why we don't see certain people's children sometimes, because they do not allow. The other parent probably has told her no, and that's where it is. If the other parent doesn't agree, the mother cannot force these kids on TV. So for her to show that child, the mixed race, well, actually, was she mixed race, or
Yeah,
did
of
she
course she was mixed race. She's mixed race and her son's mixed race. Of course.
No, it's Memphis mixed race. She's not, right?
I don't know. She might be
I
an
think
off black
Memphis
like
is
me.
black. No, I think Memphis is black.
She might be an off black like me.
Yeah. Yeah. But her daughter looks very fair. So I don't know what the ethnicity.
Her daughter's mixed, and so is her son.
Of her. So she likes light men then. She doesn't like black men then.
No, that's fine with me. She says she's dated all men. She said she's dated black men, white men, Asian men, Hispanic men, and she's had trouble with them all.
Yeah, and I think she has deeper issues. The way that she said, I mean, I did feel like, for a moment, but the way that she said that his family, the way that they're rallying around her, it makes her feel like the way she was picked when she was a foster kid. And that really, I felt that comment.
Yeah, she has abandonment issues.
Yeah, 100%. And she's a grown woman, It's quite sad. And when people say, this is why I take being a mom so serious at times, not even at times, I do, but at times I'm very on the ball a lot, because you don't want your child to take things with them. That, look at her, she's just a mess. And can you imagine? It's not damage that can be rebuilt. She still feels a way, that she has feelings that she had as a foster kid still, even after having her own kids. So that was deep for me, for her to say that. I didn't like that, to be honest. People don't realize the effect they leave on their kids. And here she is with her tongue rolling out of her mouth on video call. I'm just not into it.
Okay, can we move on? Because I don't have patience for her.
Yeah, we can move on. Who else was on?
Let's go to the next boring couple.
Hold on, let me see who else was on.
What's her name? Kimberly and Usman. I'm done with this couple too. I think this is ridiculous.
I'm tired of seeing her.
She's too old for this. This isn't funny anymore. You're too old to be. Speaking of, let me tell you something. Tanzania said, "Oh, Nigeria, you thought we were disrespecting you? Wait, we got one up on you, because Tanzania is catching L's when you think about young famous and African."
You know what? Yes, they are. That program is so good. We need to talk about it. I'm going in on that. Listen, I will be completely in character, just so you know. Next week, I will be South African. Okay, for the night.
Tanzania is getting disrespected on reality television now. They said,
and I don't like it. Where are the black girls? Where are the black girls? Where are the black sisters that I know have shining black skin and they're from Tanzania? What is going on? None of them. I don't get me started, please, on that, because we need to save that spice for that live, because I'm going in.
Listen, I don't really care about Lisa and Usman. This storyline, I can't even care about. I mean,
Usman is just, he's used her, done bust up in there, because she's old enough anyway. It's not like she's gonna breed any babies. He busted up in there for the days that he was there, and then she is, walking around practically just leaking out his bodily juices at this point. That's how much yummy she's had.
You're so disgusting.
And no, I'm serious. and then, right, yeah, she's got the nerve to sit up in that taxi talking about, I hate leaving you. Like, big, he doesn't want you with your droopy eyes,
I damn so.
with your droopy bloody eyes. Okay, he does not want you. And then she's talking, are you guys, and you know what, TLC is fucked up. Like, the TV people are fucked up. Are you guys going to kiss on the mouth at the airport?
No.
He said, no. No. She said, yes. He said, no. You know, I don't do, what did he say? I don't do these things.
Mm-hmm.
If I do this in public. Or what did he say? What was his excuse?
I don't know. He pretends to be terrible. He pretends to be Muslim in and out. I know you're not.
You know what? Yeah, I can't deal with these people. You know what? I can't deal. Let's just be real. You can't, and it's the same for Hamza. What is this? Pick and choose. You want to have a drink and bust in Memphis, and then the other one is drinking champagne live on TV, but then you're talking about how you can't hug her in public because you must stop lying. You're embarrassed because at the airport they are all looking at you, right? In it, they're all looking at him like, huh? Is that Soulja Boy? That's Usman over there with the white woman.
With the white woman? Is this the other white woman? This is a new one.
Oh. Look, she's just as old as his mother.
Let me ask you something. Do you think Usman's trying to get on Young, Rich, and African?
Listen, he would never. Listen, he would never. I can't believe you put him and that title in the same sentence because he's not the same, like he's not on their level. Come on now.
The driver was looking at them too.
You know what? Let me tell you, I have been watching that show all day today and I found myself speaking in an African accent, like to my daughter. I'm telling her, I'm in the house, like, what are you doing? And I said, hold on, why am I speaking like I'm from Nigeria or I'm from South Africa? I am from everywhere at this point. You know what I mean? Like, it is just ridiculous. I loved it though. I loved it. I love their accents. I love their drama. I love the way like, you don't understand. I'm ready for that live next week.
Usman is too poor to be
Way too poor. I'm telling you, he is way too poor.
They didn't even go on the safari. Everybody goes on the safari. They too broke.
Right? He ain't got no money for safari. Come on now. He never had no money for anything like that. The man took her to some jungle where the local medicine lady took her around the bush. Come on now.
Came
out with a leaf crown, a bamboo leaf crown. Come on now. Don't get me started. This man did not spend no money.
And then he started singing the song. And it was so
awful. God, oh no, it was awful. It was awful. What did he sing? Kimbali. You are so, what did he say? You make me vibrato and all that. I was like, what? And she was crying. She was crying like,
that's my man. Usman knows that I just wanted him to sing a song about me. He knows that I wanted more. You know, her mouth always looks like it's about to open and take some. Because she's always
it's open. It's ready for business. Anytime. Anytime. You know, she's been licking back, sack, and crack. Let me tell you.
She was like, he knows that when I came here, I just wanted him to like write me a song and sing that song for me. That's my man. Yes. I can't believe that he did that for me. And her mouth, I'm just looking at it. I'm just like, oh, you about to tear him up tonight.
The best she can do is always turn up in jeans and a t-shirt. Like, you're a mess. Could you not have bought 1 or 2 maxi dresses just to cover the rest of your pigeon-legged mess, right? Yeah, at least if you had a good push-up bra, you could have put up that dress like that and let the rest of it flow for imagination. And you know what? Did you notice how when he was hugging her in the taxi, he was hugging her belly as well? Did you want to rewind that part and look back because he was hugging that bloody belly?
She was
had his hand on her belly like she was pregnant.
This is my man's. We didn't even see the hotel. I think they pulling a stunt on us. I think they just using the hotel as a background, and they in a cheaper hotel.
Listen, all I know is the friends put them on the taxi, I feel like in the background that song could have played. No, lama no shade, and they would have broke out in dance. Ooh, no, no, no. I'm telling you, they were happy.
Damn on the dress. What an embarrassing time for the hag community.
I know.
Honestly, Nabia, like, I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. Like, is she talking the Queen's English when she's sitting here and talking to Usman? Because he clearly doesn't understand it. Honestly.
Who is speaking Queen's English?
She acts like he's not talking English. Kimberly. And then he's sitting there trying to get Zara again. And I just was like, oh my God.
It. I was like, and why does this man constantly put on that bloody awful necklace? And then you have your chest open like.
And with his taco meat.
Oh, God, I can't do it.
And I'm waiting for him to cut it with his chain. I'm waiting for somebody to rip the chain off and the taco meat come with it.
You mean that 18-karat white gold, whatever it is?
No, people found it online and they say it's a chain from Amazon for $50.
Oh, really? Oh, well, there you are. Hold on. If the chain is $50, Kimberly said she paid $45 just to send it 2 days later. That's dedication, she said. That's dedication. Okay? What effort have you put into this trip? Nothing, he said. Nothing.
No, she got him the $50 chain, then the MacBook Pro. Then she got him some, oh, my God. She got him the PX5, her credit card to play the game.
You just imagine them having sex, though. It's disgusting.
Yes, it's like oink, oink.
That's, oh my God. Absolutely disgusting.
I think she'd throw it back. I think you would see tricks to learn, Nabia.
Now I died that. With that pigeon leg, no thank you. She ain't moving.
Because
nothing.
You know he's built like a man.
Did you forget how she said in the taxi and the yummy was good last night? I'm not gonna lie. Did you catch that part? The yummy was good, she said. Do you know what? You have a grown-up son. Shame on you. Shame. 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 Right, yeah. That's son of
back out. Even if he has a itsy bitsy, he can go for round after round. She's like, oh, slow down now.
Of course, she ain't had it.
You didn't call him daddy in bed. She looked like the type to call him daddy in bed.
Listen, she's calling him daddy. She's calling him everything. Okay, everything under the sun.
My African daddy.
I'm surprised if she's not bloody sounding out like an elephant when she's.
I know back. I bet Usman says, "Call me king."
Innit?
I am a king.
Who's
a Nigerian king? Usman.
Yeah, I bet you he talks and says, "Taking this yummy. You like the yummy, huh? Huh?
You like it? Yes. The yummy. You like it rough like that, oh?
Yes. Oh God, no! Let's stop talking. This is the.
I'm hitting it from the back. Oh. Yes.
Terrible.
Woo, that was too funny. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to have nightmares tonight. He would be like to his boys, yes, so I was hitting it from the back. It was so good, though.
I really don't think he's telling his boys, if I'm honest.
I went in there and it felt like magic. Yes, Kimberly. And her mouth is like from the God, so.
You are terrible.
Okay.
Okay. That's so good.
Oh, yes. Usman look like the type who thinks faster and harder means better. LOL. Yes, faster. Give me that yum
yum. I can.
You know. After when he's done, he goes, Kimberly.
Listen, the taxi man was looking in the rearview mirror like, what the fuck is going on here? He was so awkward. He said to her, "Oh, you are leaving today?" Even the driver knew her. Like, this old white woman needs to go home.
She was riding her mandingo.
You are still here. Like, come on now, Kimberly.
She was like, African daddy. Put
He
it
was.
on.
Let me tell you, Kimberly has been behaving like a 16-year-old girl. You know, like when you have your first boyfriend, she was all over him, wanted him every day. She's just over the top. And then the way she was crying, it's like she's never been given some good D before. Like, just
No,
take it for what it was and go home.
she hasn't had her BBC fix in a long time, and she
Yeah, because
walked
I think
all
was
stretched
she
again.
divorced or something.
She's divorced, and she was like, "Yo, I was divorced. My ex-husband was cheating on me. He was the internet he was a thought pocket of the neighborhood. So then she met Uzman, and she was out here being a cheerleader, being
But
a ride or die.
I believe Kimberly was kind of loose as a teenager too. I can see that already. Like if we go back in time, I think Kimberly was out here sucking and all of that when she was. That's why the way, you know what, when you do certain things a long amount of time in the same position, or like, why do you think the shape of her mouth is fully shaped on the activity she's performed over time? The way even her tongue fits into her top part of her mouth is just like, oh no, he did knock the dust out of her. Oh, she reminds you of Zaid and Rebecca.
God, they were an awful couple.
They were an awful couple, but at least the two of them with the shopping trolley in their house. Remember?
You're going to hell for that.
Oh, that was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. But yes, who else was on there?
We could go to now Jasmine and Gino.
Oh yes. Now, obviously, he proposed to her finally.
They proposed in the rain, but it was raining on her and not him. Go ahead.
No, she closed the umbrella. Remember, she had the umbrella. He didn't. She said
she was wet and he wasn't.
Yeah, no. Well, no, they walked up together. It wasn't raining. Oh no, they walked up together with the umbrella, I think. And then they stood underneath. They stood on top of that mountain thing. And then he said, "Let me take a picture of you." And she said, "Okay." And I think she was under the umbrella for a couple of the pictures and then took the umbrella down. And then when she turned around, he was down on one knee after she closed the umbrella. And then obviously she was standing in the rain. But she said she loved the rain anyway. So that was a good memory for her. It was nice. But you know what? Gino is just an awkward person regardless. When he talks to his uncle, when he's talking to her, when he's dealing with people in the shop, he's just that weirdo. You know, the guy that you would see around and think, oh, he's weird. Like, everybody's got to find somebody to love, I suppose. But he's fucking quids in, where you think about. He would never find a woman like Jasmine. She's very sexy when you think about it, you know, to what he could get. So in that sense, he's a lucky guy. And for her and she seems like she genuinely cares for him, because I think he genuinely cares for her, and she can see that. You know, if a man really cares for you and looks after you and does a lot of things for you, a lot of women will fall for that, because in the end that grows love, you know. So I think we'll see how it works out when she brings it. But I mean, she's a bit of a psycho. Did you catch the part where she said she wants to come to America and redecorate everything, so he needs to get money ready? And let's not jump over the fact that this man just told everybody that he has $650,000 in stocks. Now, the way he's such a cheapskate, do you think he's really just thinking about his forever life? Because obviously
that's not really that much.
We can't work forever, can we?
Considering that he is closer to, he's 50. That's not that much money.
No, but don't you think this man has forever been awkward and forever been, whether he had girlfriends?
I don't understand why he has so little money. He should have been making at least 6 figures for at least the last 10 years. I don't understand why he has such little money in the bank, because I don't see him spending money on anything.
You know what?
I don't see him spending money on anything. Like, that's not a lot of savings when we get down to, like, his retirement age is what, 67? He has what, 15 more years of working, including that his health and everything is?
Yeah.
I don't like 650, somebody my age, okay, because you have plenty of time for earning potential. But you're on your tail end. You're into like, you're going to start taking things out of your retirement. And you're talking about having a child.
Yeah.
Because if you're talking about having a child, you're talking about working the next 20, 25 years.
Yeah, now, I believe in between him having girlfriends or whatever, he spent a lot of money on whether it's webcams, whether it's whatever. Like, this man has always, obviously men want women, don't they? He wants to have sex with women. I think he's always been that awkward guy, but he's always worked hard. Those are usually the guys that do end up earning good money in their lifetime, but
Nabs, it doesn't make sense.
They also spend a lot. They also end up spending a lot on things that he shouldn't, like sugar babes and things like that.
Yeah, so look at his house. It's not even nice.
It's not, yeah.
This is the thing. He's telling some lies now. He said before he owned his house, then he said when he was talking about paying for Jasmine, I have to pay rent for my house. So do you own your house or do you rent it?
Oh, yeah, you're right. I don't know. But again, he has to pay for her place, which is $700. I thought she said I thought she said her job pays $3,000.
Thank you. So I was like, why
are you struggling to pay your rent? All of a sudden, have you stopped working? What is?
Well, yeah, she told us that once he was selling her naked pictures, he spent a lot of money on the back sack and crack. So funny. But he must have, because if you think about it,
Kevin, it's back sack and crack, like your butt crack, okay? Not crank.
But this is the thing: if he's spending, right, if he has $650,000 in the bank, he said that he had been working to this. I think he said it's a condo, maybe, and he's still paying it off. It's a house. Because we've seen it. It's a house, and it looks almost to be like a double wide trailer or a one story. It doesn't even.
So fucking petty.
I'm not being petty. Like, it's nothing against a double wide trailer, but a double wide trailer is cheaper than a regular house.
Yeah, no, I never got that. That's why I think in America, a lot of people own their own. Like, now I get it, because anytime you guys have a tornado in these particular areas, the houses are gone. Mm-hmm. Like when the wolf came round with the 3 pigs and said, the houses are gone. So I feel like, yeah, those houses, like the ones that girl was buying on Love After Lockup, they're blown over easy because it's literally one floor. The houses that actually cost a lot of money are proper brick houses, isn't it, Ablavi?
Well, no, it depends on where you are. They don't make those houses anymore.
What, so brick houses?
It depends where you live. Like a brick house,
it's more suburbia. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly, and it's old school, right? It's like the New England. It's a very old school house. It has rooms. It's not open concept. That's just an older style house. Like ours is brick, but but my house has been here for like 100 and something years. Like they just don't make those anymore.
Do people not look for brick houses though? Like, is that not something you go for if you want security and?
Well, I mean, you have cement, you have concrete. It's just not the style. It's a very European thing, a brick house.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
Yeah, it's a very European thing. Like, it's not something that people do. And only like for instance, if you live on the West Coast, a brick house is not something you're going to find. That New England style, no. They have Spanish houses, because you need humidity and things like that. But I'm just saying, for the house that I saw on the show, that house, let's say he's been there since he's been 30. That's 20 years, right? If he had a 30-year mortgage, he has 10 more years on it. Yeah. That house that he has is nowhere. It's no way he spent more than $150,000 on it. Even if it was 15 years ago. No way. Most houses are brick. They are brick, but they're not brick like how Nabs is talking about brick. Nabs is talking about brick like the candlestick maker and stuff like that. Like you see the brick inside and out. Brick.
No. You don't need to see the brick inside because in Europe they tend to paint the walls or wallpaper it, right?
But they do concrete here. They don't do like if I go upstairs in my house, you can see the little pieces of brick.
Yeah, mine too from the outside. But again, if I owned this house, I could easily plaster the front and make it look smooth on top of the brick. So, but what I'm saying is most houses are brick, even though the outside may look smooth. And
yeah, they have brick. Most houses have brick in it. Yeah. But it's not, but it's okay. For instance, like houses in Europe, you have like, I don't like the way they're done. One room going up. Like I cannot stand that when I go to Europe.
No, it depends what type of house you got, I suppose.
Well, the newer ones, but the older ones is like the basement is the kitchen, the rooms are upstairs. It's like, no.
Oh no, that's a townhouse.
Yeah.
That's more like, you know, that's not cheap.
No,
even though that's a lovely setup. Yeah, I would love a townhouse where I think when you come in, on the floor when you come in might be your living room and stuff. Kitchen might be in the middle. Yeah. And then you've got rooms on top kind of thing. Yeah. But I mean,
it's different because even your projects are different than ours.
Yeah.
Like it's different. Like New York, like the Northeast is a lot like Amsterdam. Like New York, our houses look a lot like Amsterdam. The row houses, we have the same thing here.
Yeah.
So that's how Harlem is. And then like, you know, in Brooklyn and other parts. But when they make, especially in New York, they're making cheap new houses. They're making, you know, plaster walls.
You know, do that here. You look around and it's like they put 2 trailers on top of each other and build around it, and the house is done.
Yeah, they're making shit houses here now. They're making
that's kind of how they do it. Yeah.
Stainless steel appliances, fake corks. You know, they don't even care here now. They're giving you pieces of crap.
Turnover housing, isn't it? When builders or whatever take over and they buy a site, they tend to just want to do it up quick. For sale signs go up, and it's just about revenue, really. I've heard stories of people being given new houses and they don't like it. They're complaining after they sign the leases because either the house seems like it's cracking in the corners, you know, condensation, you know, because they're rushing the builds now. They're not really doing a good job like before. So you find that you've got a lot more structural issues after you've bought the place or signed for it.
But his house is not like that. His house it's an older house. It's not like old, like, you know, how we have it. Yeah. But the house that he showed, there's no way that house is more than 150,000. No way.
But a trailer park means broke.
Yeah. He doesn't live on a trailer park. He has some land on there. You know, he lives, you know, rural Michigan. So for me, like his house should almost be paid off. Even if he's spending $2,500, he eats TV dinners at Walmart. Those are $199. You know, you're not gonna like.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Still, I think, like I said, along the way he spent money on sugar babes and stuff. That's what I think.
Well, I'm sure his ex-wife took a bit of his money.
Yes. Yeah, that's what he said. That's why he wants a prenup with her, and he's scared to bring it up because when he broke up with his ex-wife, he never had these funds apparently. And she still took half, from what I understand. The way he said it, it seemed like she still took half.
Well, that's because they were married about 10 years, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And I think most of his wealth he obtained throughout the marriage.
Yes.
Like if you get married and like he marries Jasmine, technically, I don't believe he has 650 in stock. If you marry, everything you got before your marriage should be yours. But again, it depends. And then remember, they have like the 10 years he must take care of her and things like that.
Yeah.
Yada. You know, so there's a lot to it. So like personally, if I were Gino, right? Because he's closer to retirement age. And
I would just maybe have a long time. Yeah, carry on. I know what you're going to say.
With the amount of money he's making, he can afford for her to live well in Panama. Because I don't think he has a car note or anything like that, or even if he does, because he works for automotive, it's cheaper. He needs to be like, listen, we're gonna live in Panama and I'm gonna work 5 more years and then I'm gonna retire and live there.
Yeah, and do a long-term relationship for now. Like I'll fly over now and again, and
because that's how we'll she's gonna want a new house. Because look at what her mother was living in. I already knew that he was not able to keep up.
Yeah, because if you think about, I think he has more of a chance of maybe providing a lovely home for her in Panama, like what her mom's got, than in America. He's never going to have what her mom's got in America. Never. It's
Well,
just not going to happen. He's a man on his own. Remember, she can't work. It's not like she doesn't seem like the type of woman that wants to work, you know. She seems like she wants to be a kept woman. So, and another thing, she's got 2 kids. So the fact that he has to look after kids as well, that money is not a lot of money.
Now let's get into that. I don't think her ex-husband is going to allow her to let those kids move to America.
Maybe she'll move with the one child that she has with her, that she watches with her mom.
Well, the one child wasn't there. I don't know who that child's father is, but I don't, because every time she talks about moving to America and having children, she says that singularly.
Right. No, she said, I have kids. She said it last time.
She doesn't say she's going to have her children move to America. She has never said that. Jimena has. Everybody who had children and wanted their children to move, they said, oh, I'm going to have my children move for a better lifestyle. She's the only one that's saying, oh, my kid, how you get engaged and your kids don't meet them?
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get that.
Because remember, she just got divorced. Her divorce, he couldn't marry her before. Her divorce just got finalized.
Yeah, I'm not.
She's been getting a divorce for 5 years. I'm
not getting engaged. You're gonna have to.
Because Jasmine is 34, so that means she let her husband.
You are
29. She's 34.
Oh, okay.
So she left her husband at 29.
When I look at her, I feel like him and her are the same age. No, I'm not kidding. She's fit. Her body is fit, but she's not 34, I don't think. I think she's a bit older, you know. Honestly.
Oh yeah, the ex-husband wants her to move, but I don't think the ex-husband is going to let her take her children and to move with Gino in America. That ain't happening.
No, because listen, looking after children costs money, okay? And 2, if that. 2.
And I also think her mother is not going to allow her to take that boy with her, with Gino. I don't think her mother's going to allow that.
Exactly. She gives me 40-ish as well. That's not a woman that's ready to, like, realistically, is she really going to have kids with Gino? Really? I don't think so. Is she really going to get pregnant?
I don't think so. But even if she does get pregnant, she acts too erratic for me to ever get her pregnant. Because the way she was going at him about his ex-wife keeping his last name, like, this is what I mean. Like, I don't understand what she's smoking. She needs to stop it.
Have you noticed how it's always one thing after the other? Because they've just finished fighting. And then straight away, you can see in the background that she's doing research constantly. That's the problem. She's on Facebook. She's looking at the ex.
Is that a thing, though? Like, since you've been married, like, if you were with a man and his ex-wife kept his name, is that a thing?
I don't know. I think they got married. If you get married officially, can the person take your name? I don't know.
They can. You don't have to change your name back.
Oh, is it?
You don't have to. And a lot of women do it who have children because it's easier when you go to do their name.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, like when I went to college, I was too young to be a legal adult. So because my dad and me had the same last name, he could sign all my things.
Right. Okay.
And like sometimes, like, you know, my brother wasn't either, so he had signed things. When you and your child have 2 different names, it can be difficult. That's why, as a woman, I would never have my child not have my last name.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't know why. Maybe she kept it for those reasons.
But if it's your last name the last 10 years, that was your husband. Like Tina Turner. Turner's not her last name. She kept her last name in the divorce.
Yeah, because it was a brand as well, wasn't it?
But I'm saying, like, remember, didn't he say his ex-wife went and got a master's or something? Like, I think she needs to let that go.
She needs to let it go because I don't know, but Jasmine just wants to dictate, you know? Remember, she said this before when she's commented before, good boy. You know, when she says good boy, obedient, just how I like. It's like this woman has been hurt and done wrong by so many men in her past, right? Yeah, relationships, that now she knows she has Gino by the balls. Like, she wants Gino to move when she says jump. When she says jump, he has to say how high, regardless, just to keep her happy. And every time that she says or brings up his ex, she expects him to cut this woman dead. Never talk to her, never acknowledge her, never nothing. When really you're allowed to acknowledge your past. That's your past that you've lived,
but
right?
Here's the thing. He's stupid, because I would be throwing it back in her face. I would say, well, don't you have your ex-husband's last name? You just got rid of it. See, that's my problem with her.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm glad that time when he kicked the chair, but he needs to find more of a backbone to actually tell her about herself.
Yeah, he can't force his ex to change her name. That's like, you sound crazy complaining that his, like, first she got upset because the ex-wife has, like, Jasmine, I hate to
decorated the house. Remember, the decorating the house to what she just told him. You need to save up to decorate the house. He's already scared, talking about he doesn't have enough money to do all of that. And she's saying, you know, when I come over, everything's going to have to be new. She told him.
Listen, listen. Let's just be done with that, because we say in the reunion, where the hell she get that wig from? Where the hell did she get that wig from?
What reunion?
The reunion of 90 Day. You didn't see her hair in it?
I have not seen no clip of a reunion just yet. So
they showed the clip. They showed them all sitting down. They showed Memphis with her bob zing, with her old school bob zing. You know, she looked like she worked at the dentist's office. That hairstyle could be
out. No, I haven't seen it, if I'm honest. I really haven't seen it.
Yeah, it showed her. She had like this curly Diana Ross long wig on. I guess y'all was cutting her up by her hair, because her extensions look nasty. Her hair looked nasty also.
How does Hamza look?
They didn't show Hamza. I think Hamza's in the States. They didn't show Hamza. They showed Johnny and Ella, and he was wearing...
Oh, God. Were Johnny and Ella actually together?
Johnny and Ella was together. They showed Mike and Jimena, and Mike and Jimena was the ones that were going at it. Let's go to Mike and Jimena, because that's the last one.
Yes. Yeah, they were just a mess. I mean, last episode, he ran away.
That was hilarious. When he was running like Paul, that was hilarious. Listen.
Oh, he was running like Paul when Paul got robbed in the jungle.
No, Karini got robbed. Remember they took the machete?
Oh, God. He ran as fast as he could so he could lose the cameraman. The cameraman was like, hold up. What is going on? Chasing him down the alleyways in Colombia, right? Yeah. I mean, Mike, you could have tripped over. Anything could have happened to you, man. Like,
he was running. Woo, woo, woo. That was he was running like he was running.
The only reason they found it.
Woo, he was running. He was running like he was running track like an East African. That was turbo.
No, we're not doing this. We're not. Don't take the piss out of my people, okay? Because
he was running like a Kenyan track star. Run, Mike, run.
You know what?
He was like, zoom, zoom, zoom. I mean, homeboy's legs went, and then every time the camera got close, he went turbo boost to get out. Woo, honey. It was hilarious.
It was hilarious. It was hilarious. No, man. But yeah, he ran away. She's sitting at the table. No mas. She says, it's over. No mas. And he's like, but can we work it out? Like, I can't take this, man. It was just, I felt sorry for him at first. But you know what, Mike? Whatever happens to you is what you chose, okay? It was just ridiculous. This woman, furthermore, did you notice how they went to a place and it was filled with men playing snooker? And she brought him there to look like the one bloody hobbit out of everybody, even the older men that were like 50 years old look better than Mike.
Let's get back to his running. He was running, no, because I was looking, right? Because I did a slow speed. Because the
concrete when you fold your arm when like, because now you're analyzing. Go on.
I was seeing the run because she says, "I don't love you," right? Jimena is cold-blooded. They was outside drinking a little drink in the plastic cup.
Yep.
And then he goes, "She doesn't love me." And then he went. And his pants was a little saggy. It was a little bit off of his hips because he got a little hips and a little bootay. Yeah. And then he was like, "Oh!" And he started running, hobble, hobble, hobble. Then they get because it was a lot of concrete and brick. Then they
only for concrete. The man was jumping off of things that I thought.
He was jumping down, like he was a Spider-Man. I was like, "What is this?" He's doing parkour and everything, jumping and and every time the camera gets close to him, he's running even further. And I was like, crying. The cameraman must have been paying extra.
He was crying and running. It was embarrassing. That's why he was running. Like,
what was he embarrassed about? Surely he didn't think that woman liked him.
No, he didn't. I mean, no.
Elf on the show was gaining that speed.
I mean, it was awful. It was awful.
And then he lost his mind. First, well, let's get into it. He was talking to her mother. He said,
his mind. Yes.
Her mother said that she didn't know why. Her mother was right. This is a man. See, Jimena doesn't understand the assignment, right? Mm. And she just has to deal because I hear you get your green card 90 days after the marriage. So you only had to come here and spend 4 months with him, get your green card.
Yeah.
Well, no, you had to wait. She had to wait longer because he has to sponsor her children. And let him sponsor your children. So maybe 3-5 years. And then get it going. That way her children, because Jimena is being selfish. Mm-hmm. She's absolutely being selfish. Because no man is going to put up with Tasmanian Devil Light and give her everything she wants where she having baby after baby by the Sicario and can't produce no babies for the man. She needed to calm herself down, keep her poom poom fresh and clean, go to granddaddy and pappy's house. When you go, they go, I don't know, and be the best mother, the sister, daughter-in-law. Maybe you could have even slept with the daddy or upgrade to the grandpappy. I don't know, because that's how they do it. Right. And get her here. She could have got her sister here. Because it looks like the sister knew the assignment and she'd do it.
They all knew the assignment besides her. This bitch let everybody down. They were like, hold on. When the sister said, be patient with him the way he is with you, she couldn't believe that, oh, me? I don't do nothing. Yes, you do. You're cold. You use him. Then you use
everything that she disliked about Mike. It's like buying a house, right? There are cosmetic changes and there are big changes
that you can't afford to make, like structural changes of the building and the foundation.
Exactly. He had cosmetic changes. He could be taught how to wash and not smell nasty. He can be trained like a dog. It's rude to say, but it is what it is.
I agree.
What she didn't understand is because she's a thought pocket like Jasmine. They both are hookers. Because she's so interested in fast money, she don't understand Mike could really give her a great lifestyle at the end of the day. He could have given her children a good lifestyle. Because say what you want about him, he makes enough money to take care of you and your children.
This girl could have been living with if she had.
Because he wasn't even asking you for a prenup.
If she had lived with him just for a couple of years with her kids, she could have come to Colombia, probably purchased a house of her own and lived back home if that's what she chooses to do with her kids. But I'm just saying, the fact that she used her kids to reel him in, because listen, webcam or not, okay, you use your kids as an emotional connection. Then you use your kids for when you wanted money, because you would say the fridge is broke or they're hungry or we need this. Right, Ablavi?
But her family understood how willing he was to sit here and spend money on her and allow her a lifestyle where she didn't have to work and they all could eat well. They understood he was the meal ticket. If this is Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, he was the golden ticket. And because she's too young, see, this is how you know Jimena's 24. Because nobody who's old enough would do some shit like this.
No woman of 34, 35 who was a single mom would do that in a poor
no
country.
more than 28 would. Her mother says she's not a reasonable woman, and it's true. She's too young. She's sitting here thinking she's young and beautiful. If she gets her titties and her stomach done, she's gonna be like a Kardashian making money. And it's like, no, you got lucky.
You know we should have known it was webcamming. We should have known. Talking about a la model, I'm gonna go model. Like model what? What you modeling? Where's the model work? Like, come on now.
She did not understand the assignment, and I hate people don't get it. He was her best thing, because we see that she doesn't understand. It's not about what you like. When you have children and you don't have any marketable skills, it's unfortunate. You have to sell that body.
Yeah.
The younger sister would have married him, and the younger sister is prettier. So they got to wait till the younger sister gets older, because she understands the assignment. Her younger sister understands, I'm trying to get my family out of poverty. And in order to do that, I need to get a sucker from a richer country and live better. Because the sister understands she would have gotten a job she would have done for her family, but Jimena is selfish. Jimena is sitting there wanting to be a teenager again, because she's been throwing that hot poom poom from here all over Colombia.
Yeah.
And she want to sit here and thinking she getting a little famous, she gonna be living like a Kardashian.
No, she wanted to be a new Larissa. That's what it is. Remember, Larissa is like, Larissa has been the poster woman, the poster child for these Latino women changing their appearance, changing their look, changing, you know what I mean, to make money. Jimena, I think, is still a little bit bitter. The fact that she's wasted her young life raising these children with no daddies. On top of the fact that none of the sicarios want to be with her permanently. So she has to look for other men. You know what I mean? It's like,
she's stupid.
She's still dealing
with
the
Canadian now. Mike wasn't the answer. They're gonna be living. The guy she's with now looks broke.
You know, when I saw the webcam videos, I thought, really, this is what we're doing. You got a bra on and all the tattoos, and then you got the filter.
Is he Canadian, Jimena's new boyfriend? Because her new boyfriend, what job does he do that he can have that many tattoos?
I don't know. I haven't seen her new boyfriend.
Jimena, 90 days. And then what man, because I'm sorry, while we like to lie, we all know that when a person has too many kids, that takes you out of the dating market. Oh, his name is Josh Romeo, and he will be in B19 season. Is she going to be back?
19 season, as in, this is the 15th.
B90. Is that before the 90 days?
Yes. What comes after when this one's done?
It's filming.
Oh, Hector said, what's Mike's job? What does he? Oh, yeah, he's a volunteer firefighter, and he does something. He works in IT. Oh, he works in IT. Hence why he's always working remotely. Mm-hmm. Because he was there. I mean, can we talk about how she told him to get the hell out of the house? Ahora! Ahora! That's all I heard. I'm sorry, guys, for shouting. I sound crazy.
So they say Mike is actually filming now for the next season. So they say that she's with this new guy, Josh. Yeah. I don't know if he's Canadian. But Hector says he's Canadian. What's wrong with him? Maybe he's like straight Eric-y from Larissa.
Eric-y. Yeah, I remember the way she used to say that, you know. Norma. Listen, what's her name? Jimena has emotional issues. You know, some women are just cold as a bitch. Like, she just. But
she's not understanding. Like, the family is doing what poor people do, right? Like, come on, you know they do it in Africa too. They marry out their daughters to the wealthiest man so that the family can do better. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And she don't understand the assignment. And I think that personally she should do this for her family because she's embarrassed them by having 2 kids out of wedlock by 2 different men who do illegal things. It's embarrassing.
Yeah. One who's in prison for a very long time, she said, which make me think you probably got 15
Yeah,
plus.
webcams pay a lot. Webcams are by the dollar. Yeah, webcams can pay a lot. I don't know
Yeah,
how her webcam
it
was.
depends what you do, though. And you know what? Actually, Mike, we found out that Mike is just one of those one of those perverts online, clicking the button, talking about extra $5, take off your bra or whatever. Like those
Canadian
are the
guy
type
paying
of
all
men.
the bills? No, the Canadian guy isn't paying all the bills. Jimena is back doing cam stuff. See, that's another thing. You shouldn't be with no man when you tell him that you a hooker. He's still letting you be a hooker.
I know, right? Men will pick you out, okay? So you stay there. But you're gonna go. No, I just thought, you know what, Mike? You were petty. You were petty for calling the girl out. Then you're telling her without my help, you'd be on the streets. I didn't like that because before you, she was fine looking after her kids, I'm sure. So stop telling this woman that she's going to be out in the street and I'm the best guy that happened to you. If you're the best, I mean, kill me now. Like, really?
But he was telling the truth. He was telling the truth. Listen, she's not going to.
You mean the best financially? Yeah, but she's a good-looking girl. She can be with any man that she wants, but at the same time,
okay, Nabs. We're gonna stop that lying now. This is not Juliana who was out here scamming.
Fair enough. She's got the man jaw. I get it, but at the same time, I don't know. Do you think she's a bit washed out over there? Like men don't want her.
Listen, Nab, she's 24. That's a hard 24.
That is a hard 24.
She ain't 34 shit or 44. She's 24. Look at every bit 42.
Yeah, no, you're right,
And she got 2 kids. This is not like by gang members. Who the hell wants to do that?
And then she acts all right. Just take off your shoes when he gets in the house on the carpet and stuff. Like, stop it. And you're always, you know what? Is it hot in Colombia all the time? It is, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Okay, because she's always wearing like crop tops and always has.
Listen, okay, let me tell you something. When you go to Colombia and you get in the airport, you tell yourself you need to get liposuction and titties done right away. When I tell you Colombian women and their plastic surgery, they are some of the baddest women in the world with how they present. Yeah. Their makeup done, hair done, waist snatched, tan fit. Like these women do not play in Colombia. Getting plastic surgery in Colombia is like going to the dentist for us. The girls are snatched. The girls look perfect. In Brazil, too, the girls are bad. People who sell cocoa mango cherry icy get plastic surgery because it's so much cheaper. So for them to bring a woman like Jimena on, Jimena is not one of the girls. No, and she don't even live in a capital city. She lives in the bush. The very least she should have made him do is put her in a capital city. I would be in Bogota or Medellin living in a nice apartment. I ain't struggling.
If you think about it, all the bedrooms don't have windows, It's a proper like brick house kind of just.
But bedroom. She lives she's like Karini. Karini is living out there in the bush. If I'm going to live in Brazil and I have a white American sugar daddy, I'm living in Sao Paulo. I'm living in Rio. I'm living off the beach. I'm going to have a car. I'm going to have no.
Yeah, you're right. I agree.
It's like if you were in Ethiopia, even if I was in Liberia right now, if I'm going to live in Liberia, I'm living well. I'm living in a place I can't live in America. I'm having a man spend money on me. I'm going to be there cooking and cleaning and waiting for him to come twice a year to cook and clean and give him something to eat. Like Colombia, and especially in like Medellin, apartments for like a 2-3 bedroom, she could find something $600-$700 a month. He can afford that. She could get a nice place for about $1,000-$1,500.
Okay.
And a place where her kids and everybody, and she lives like in the village. She's stupid. One, My wife is Colombian. She's at the bottom of the food chain. Those women there are, listen, let me tell you something. Say what you want about these women in Latin America. Once you pass Texas, if you're talking about women, you can do well as an American with money with these women. They got some bad women out there. Don't sit here and believe what you see in the magazines. I've been there all Mexico, Peru, Salvador, Chile, Panama. They have some bad women. They have some women who are gorgeous, because you can't get the top tier woman in Colombia because their top tier men get them. And those are like gorgeous women. But you can get women in the middle of the round who have a little bit of plastic surgery and are cute. Like Annie, she's cute. And Annie is like, neither Jasmine nor Jimena can stand an eye to Annie.
Annie?
Yeah, from the Dominican Republic with Robert.
Oh, yeah.
They can't stand an eye to them. They have gorgeous women. They have white women. They have people who look native. They have people who look black. They have people who look mixed. Anything you want. They have Asian women. So, no, they're playing games on this show. And your currency goes further. And you can find a pretty woman and not have that much money in American standards. So, no, Juliana is not something rare in Brazil. I've seen plenty of women that look like her in Brazil. I'm not saying that other places, because, Africa, you got some beautiful women, but I'm just saying the way plastic surgery is so available in Latin America makes it that the women there are just flawless, because when you have plastic surgery, you just can be another level of oomph.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So I wouldn't be going and having a girl in Colombia and she looked like Jimena. That wouldn't be my girl. Hell, even Larissa. That you see how Larissa came here and went and became the Latin baddie that she thought she could be, right?
Yep.
You see how she was like, I can't get no man with this original face.
Yep, she did.
Even Pal. Remember when Pal came here with Russell? She batted herself up. She was a cute girl before, but she was like, oh no, because when I go home, the girls is not playing.
Yeah, they all do it if they can
Even
afford it.
like the Russian girls, they another one. The Ukrainian girls.
They always get their breasts done, 100%.
You have to, even Yara, look at these girls. When these girls when selling your body is how you make your money, you got to be bad. Flawless. Juliana did the best out of all the girls in 90 days. Girls stuck to the plan. Exactly. And she got a rich man the first time and a rich man the second time. If you gonna do it, she by far was the prettiest girl, I thought. I thought even Paul and Karini was, But then Paul was crazy. Even Evelyn, I don't think she's that hot either. But she's
got the teeth. She needs braces. Evelyn's got the teeth, and yeah, no, she's not that hot.
Let me tell you something. She's not hot for girls her standard. This is bottom tier we see on this show. We don't see the bad ones. I'm telling you, you go to these places. Listen, I've gone to Europe. You know how the bad girls look. You know how the bad white girls look in Europe. And you know we don't see the best. We see middle of the ground. Even Maria and how bad she thought she was. She ain't a bad one.
You just say Maria.
Yeah, isn't that the one with Caesar?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think she mixed race, though?
No.
Maria. I'm confused.
Isn't that what her name was? I thought her name was Maria. What was Caesar's girl's name?
Oh, I don't know that season. It'd be Maria.
Because the rich men, exactly, the rich men in their country get first, then the rich men of the world, then the middle class, and then all the rejects that those men don't want. Because when the men go to Ukraine, you get the rejects that those men don't want, and they still, Maria. You just, it's a different level when you go to Latin America and you see the woman. Now, I'm fine everywhere, but it's a different level. Like when you go to Latin America, don't expect to gain no weight, honey, and make sure your fashions and your makeup is on point. Yes, there are women who are unattractive, but you should, the rejects. Like, listen, America's the only place I know where they allow other men of other countries to take some of the bad ones. I don't know other countries to do that unless the country is poor. I don't know other countries to do that. When you go to other countries, their baddest women are with their baddest men. Only America do we slap up all the rejects from around the world and get mad when they act the way they do. A sucker will get licked.
Yeah. So, have we got any more couples?
No, because we didn't see Johnny and Ella. I'm very interested in the reunion. I think this show was really disastrous. I think that I'm tired of seeing ugly women on this show. I'm ready for the new season and to see prettier women. I'm tired of it.
How Ella is flowing in with the reunion. I need to see how big her chair is, because this girl is maybe has been comfort eating since, you know. So it's a bit like, yeah, I want to see how everybody looks. I want to see whether Mahogany's going to turn up with her fake self. And you know what I love as well? How the cast comments on each other. I like that. Because you see how, because Julia always goes in on people. Remember in that season?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like how people will comment. So let's see what people thought about everything that happened and stuff. Because I'm sure Jimena will be on there. I'm sure Mike will be on there. I'm sure people will pull him up over the webcam and him claiming all his stuff back and things like that. I'm sure people will have a lot to say about Ben and his, old man looking for young girl business.
Yes, New York is really trying it. We're still getting snow. Are you still getting snow?
Oh my God, we're supposed to be getting back. We've had sun like this has been Spain for the past almost a week now. It's been lovely. And apparently we've got cold weather coming now. So whatever's going on with you is what's reaching us later.
Yeah, it was in the 30s today. It's been snowing all week. I've been hitting with some little snowstorm.
It's getting really cold now, apparently. So,
but nonetheless, guys, be sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Hi, nerd.
Oh, yeah, she wants the link.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Just give me a sec. How the hell do I do? Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay.
No, it's not spring here. It's not spring here to May. Ooh, 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 ooh. I wonder when you and your man is going on a date.
Me and my man?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got another date. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is the last one, though. I can't do it no more.
Yeah, no, the weather is getting worse, people. Prepare yourself. But no. Yeah, I want to see what everybody's got to say about
I'm just over this. I don't think I'm doing 90 days. I really don't.
What, next season?
Yeah, the next season. I don't know.
I don't know what season is coming. Maybe it'll be
It's 90 days now. Because this is before the 90 days.
Oh, right. Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
I don't think. Ready to go? Oh, she said, ready, let's go.
What?
Read the private chat. Let's go. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Hold on. Oh, okay. Hold on.
All right, guys. Thanks for
talking.
Okay,
guys. Yes. Catch you guys. Oh, yeah. Love After Laka. Me and Ablavi will cover that maybe tomorrow or Thursday. Definitely. And we'll do.
Yeah, I haven't watched the episode yet.
You need to watch it then as soon as, please. And yeah, we'll cover that. Okay. But thanks, everybody, for joining. It was very nice conversation and stuff. So take care. Look after yourself and see you guys next time. Bye.